Who's that someone we should be checking in on? This guy. This is the guy you're now being. Oh, fuck. The feisty male woman is still chasing you. Unbelievably, she hardly seems to care at all that something is causing reality to shatter around you. For a moment, you thought you and she might be able to reach an uneasy truce, to stand together if only for a moment and assess the ominous cracks spreading through the void, maybe even take some time to get to know each other a little and try to bury the hatchet. You're so tired of running. But no, she's as furious as ever. What did you even do? Just a couple of routine murders, which was 2 years ago already. The ring hath no fury, you swear. She's never gonna stop. Her delivery is justice, and as you know it all too well, nothing stops the mail. You need to find somewhere to hide and rest for a little while at least. There. Oh, well then. Uh-oh. Huh. Whose memory is this? All very familiar. Ooh, that seems different. We got dead John, we got dead Rose. So he's already been here. You got a Pop-O-Matic Vrilly-Hoo hammer. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, is this real John? It is real John. He's dreaming, so he's safe. Is it time for a sweet catch? Oh god. He can go toe-to-toe with the Slayer. Hey, it's the burning remnants of John's universe. Disarmed. Clobber. Tentacles. Ah. Insubstantial. Hi, Rose. Oh, he's confused that the two people who are dead are still alive, are alive now. Distraction. Bonk. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Come on. Holy shit, that's a hell of a wound. Still, it's hard to land even a single bonk on Slayer Jack. Ridiculous hat. This'll take him off his game for sure. Facepaw ×1 combo. Well, it was a nice little break. And now John knows a little bit more about what he's dealing with, even if he doesn't actually know about what he's dealing with. Hello, Bunny Sassacre Fedora. Might as well leave the hammer behind. It's not real. Weird, moody horse shit. Welcome back to Horseland, everybody. God fucking damn it. Of course. Same as it ever was. But if Tavros is dead, what's dead Tavros dreaming of? Ring. Equip. Doesn't seem to do anything on a human, though. I saw it first. Huh? Give it to me. What, the ring? Yes. It's mine. Who are you? I'm your worst bad dream if you don't return my treasure. I found it, snuggled in the sand, being pretty and gold and by itself, and I want it back. So you found it here, like exactly where I just found it, but then instead of picking it up, you fell asleep? Well, when you put it that way, I sound stupid, but yes. Sorry, buddy. As the age-old saying goes, you snooze, you lose. I never heard that age-old saying in my culture, so fuck your lingual heritage and give me the ring. Why were you even asleep? I was tired. Duh. This is such a dumb place to fall asleep, dude. Treasure hunting is hard. She has me working like a bark fiend. Who? My matesprit. That means girlfriend, you ignoramus. I know what it means. No offense, but you seem like kind of a lame troll. I don't think we ever talked before, did we? Who cares? Give me my treasure. No way, it's mine, bro. Shit, okay, maybe we can work out some kind of deal. Oh no, this ring is pretty sweet. The price would have to be pretty steep. Wow, you're really putting me in an uncomfortable and challenging situation. Why do you want this desert ring so bad? Is it magic? I don't really feel any magic wearing it. I mean, not any more than usual. Sorry. I don't really feel magic wearing it. I mean, not any more than usual. I don't know if it's magic. That's not why I want it. Well, I'm not going to give it to you unless you have a really good reason. It's for a private, sentimental purpose. I don't want to say. That's cool. Guess I'll just enjoy this ring forever as my property. Okay, I'll tell you. You're an awful human, by the way. Yeah, right, dude. Would an awful guy be wearing such a sweet, priceless ring? I don't think so. Oh my god, that's such bad logic that you're knowingly using to be your worst enemy. Yeah, you sure did explain that, I guess. I want the ring because... This requires some laborious explanation. It pertains to human customs, which I've taken time to study as an eternal ghost. The treasure is needed to complete a sort of ritualized pact, having to do with human mating, to cement in stone the romantic matrimonies. Oh, you want to use it to propose to your girlfriend? Yeah, whatever. That's not really what I was expecting to hear. I thought you were just being a greedy treasure-grubbing douche. You mean like you? Yes, but that's a pretty good reason. I guess I can let you have it, if it's going to result in a happy marriage. Okay then, hurry and give it to me. Who's the lucky lady anyway? Oh no, hurry up. There's no time. Tavros! She's coming! Who? Give it to me! She can't see it yet. It has to be a surprise. Also, I don't want her to know I got it from a loser like you. Hey. Tavros! Oh my god. Tavros! Oh, hi, John. Tavros, I didn't know you were hanging out with John. You should have come told me. But I just woke up from the sand pile and found him here. I had literally no time to tell you because of an argument. What? What were you arguing about? Wait. What do you mean woke up? Why were you asleep? Damn it, Tavros, you can't be slacking off like that. I told you, we aren't fucking around anymore. This is serious business. Hey, excuse me. But are you Vriska? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I really should have introduced myself. I guess I forgot I technically never met this version of you. That's all right. Nice to meet you. Wait, are you a ghost too? Yep. So you're dead. Yes, John, that's what being a ghost means. Okay, I'm a little confused though. Sorry if I sound dumb, but dream bubbles are still kind of baffling to me. So you're really dead? As in the real you? I mean, dang, what the hell am I trying to ask here? No, I get what you're asking. Yes, the real me, the actual legit, fully authentic alpha timeline Vriska, dead. Gone. Fucking toast. Oh, so when I meet up with everyone on your troll meteor in a year, that means you'll be a corpse. That's assuming my body was sufficiently preserved during the trip, which, now that I think about it, I guess it was. It must have been, because otherwise that unspeakable prototyping atrocity couldn't have happened. That piece of shit clown. I still have no idea what the deal with that was. He's completely lost his mind. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Honestly, I'm surprised you hadn't already heard. I was dead, one way or another. It's kind of old news. Then again, these things are all relative, so who knows? Are you okay? You seem sad. Well, yeah, it's always sad to hear a friend died, even if you find out it from their ghost. I guess so. Also, I kind of thought that when we all arrived at the new session that we were gonna, hang out or something. Oh, yeah, that's right, we were! But then I got stabbed through the back, which, to be fair, was for the good of the party, so the meteor could make the trip in the first place, and keep this whole crazy sequence of events intact. Not gonna lie, I made some mistakes. Wow, what even happened out there? Just some pointless, deadly teen drama, mostly brought on by ourselves, all acting like juvenile idiots. Like I said, old news. Very old for me. I've been here a pretty long time now. A lot has happened since I died, John. Did you know the little rendezvous we planned sort of already happened? I mean, in a way? What, did it? What, it did? Yes, with your ghost. Huh? I mean, the ghost of one of your alternate selves, who died along the way doing some stupid thing. Actually, he and I dated for a little while. Whoa, hold on. What's this about dating who? Groan, here we go. Why didn't you tell me about that? Tavros, I've led a rich and complicated life and death. I can hardly be expected to tell you about every little thing that I've been through. Besides, you should have already known this about me. Why? Because we shared a sprite body once. We briefly had access to all each other's memories and feelings. So if you didn't take the chance to dig that out of my memory, you have only yourself to blame. No, but that hardly lasted any time at all, and there were a lot of overwhelming experiences all happening at once. How could I try to remember all your memories before we exploded? Well, all I can say is, I managed. I took the opportunity to remember pretty much all of your memories. I was in and out like a bandit, and now all your life experiences are mine. That's not fair, because you're smarter than me, and more cunning. Them's the breaks. Wait, I'm with Tavros here. I think we should back this up a bit. So, my alternate reality ghost dated you? Yes. But... SWAT, grab. What? Friska, this is a very bizarre and unsettling fact to me. Why? Because, man, I don't know, it just is. You say we dated for a while, but I don't even get to remember doing that? I think that's mostly what's weird about it. Hey, we apparently don't get to remember the results of a lot of choices we didn't actually make. Again, the breaks. Well, can you at least tell me what happened there? How did that go? It was fine, for a while. It didn't really work out, though. Oh. We cross paths every now and then after that. Things stay pretty friendly between us. Until he died. What? What do you mean he died? He was murdered. You mean his ghost died? Yes. As in, he just doesn't exist at all anymore? Dead? Yes, dead, for good. How does that even... Who killed him? Was it Jack? Jack, are you kidding? No, John. Jack's barely in the picture as a threat anymore. He's just more old news. He's not old news, though. He's still as strong and menacing as ever. I just had an awesome battle with him in this very dream bubble. You did? Yeah, I found him skulking around a memory of my dead dad. Got pissed off, so I really let him have it. Oh, I even used the cool hammer you helped me make. Remember that? Oh, yeah. Those were good times when I helped you be great. Yes, the last time I faced him was kind of embarrassing. I let him get the drop on me and he just stabbed me right away. But this time, I think I held my own pretty well. I even got in one good hit against him. I gave him a solid bop on the head, and the dice roll made him wear a silly hat. That's awesome. One time in an alternate reality, I came pretty close to killing him, apparently. Really? You bet. Too bad that was a timeline that didn't really count. But it's always reassuring to know you can put up a good fight against a strong adversary if you ever needed to. Now I guess you know too. Now I guess you know you can too. I guess so. What happened after you bonked him on the head? I bet he was mad. Yeah, he sure was, but our fight was interrupted by another taller white Jack dressed in rags. A white Jack? Well, no, it wasn't actually Jack. It was someone different altogether. Just looked like him, with wings and a sword and everything. I think the white Jack was probably a girl? I'm not sure, but that's my hunch. I didn't talk to her or anything. She just looked really angry. Anyway, he seemed scared of her, so he flew away and she chased him. Do you know who she is? No fucking clue. Whatever Jack's doing out here in Dream Bubbles land, he seems to have his hands full with her on his tail. but as you can see, he's far from out of the picture. Okay, that may be, but it sure wasn't Jack who killed a whole shitload of ghosts out here, including one of yours. I really doubt Jack can even kill ghosts. In fact, I don't think anyone can except for this guy. What guy? Lord English. Who? Wow, John. Really? Wow. Time to get a clue. Hasn't it ever occurred to you to wonder who the ultimate bad guy of this adventure was going to be? Ultimate bad guy? You mean like the last boss? Man, even that way of putting it is a little too pedestrian. I mean, I already beat a last boss. The Black King was officially the sanctioned last boss of our session, and I killed him. This is different. There's always someone stronger waiting to be revealed. Jack showed up shortly after that, and he was much stronger. Eventually, the curtains get pulled back, and you find out who was behind every terrible thing that happened all along. Someone who is invariably stronger than all the other adversaries by a wide margin. The supreme villain. To be honest, I was always kind of waiting for that guy to show up, whoever he was, for the other shoe to drop, you know? There's always a big bad behind everything. A true gamer sees stuff like this coming a mile away. Okay, if you say so. I always kind of thought Jack was evil and strong enough to be our main antagonist, but if you say that there's someone even stronger and more evil, then wow. Yes, I'll admit, I was fooled by Jack briefly, for a little while. I thought he was the supreme menace, and I would have to face him in a final showdown, but it turned out that was just a bit of standard misdirection. He was just another step in a typical pattern of escalation involving increasingly insurmountable threats, which legendary heroes like us have to overcome to achieve total victory over everything. Also, let's face it, I don't think Jack is all that evil, so much as he's just a murderous asshole. Trust me, I know the type. But English? That guy's as evil as they come. He's the real deal. Okay, can I just say something? I still don't know why you're so sure he's the final villain, because you yourself said there's always someone stronger, right? So I'm perceiving a contradiction about your facts. Tavros, come on, we already talked about this, and ad nauseum. He's the big bad, it's so obvious. I mean, maybe there's someone stronger out there in Paradox Space, who knows, but whoever that is has nothing to fucking do with this massive extended multiverse spanning campaign. English was the guy who stacked the whole deck against us from the start, rigging shit to go haywire, wiping out our race, blowing up universes, exterminating ghosts, slaughtering dark gods, and shattering reality itself. Pretty sure we reached the top floor, buddy. Okay, but all I'm saying is, what if there's someone even worse than that due to speculation? Unbelievable. John, just ignore this guy. He tends to be contrary just for the sake of being contrary. It's just what he does these days. He seems to think that it's how you show confidence and assertiveness. The key to high self-esteem is apparently just saying "nuh-uh" all the time. No, that's not true. See? This was apparently the big lesson he learned from sharing a brain with me for a few minutes. In order to feel good about yourself, you just be a constant pain in the ass. No, that's not what I learned. I see what you mean. No, okay, I realize all I'm saying is no, which is just helping make you look as right as possible about making fun of me, but I learned in your brain that you aren't always right about everything. You were wrong about a lot of things. You were wrong about Rufio. Rufio was real all along. Alright, granted, there did in fact exist a person by that name. You aren't spelling it right, though. How do you know how I'm spelling it when I'm just talking instead of using letters? Because that's how you spelled it when we used to chat online, dumbass. You weren't using enough letters. So, and in any case, he doesn't actually represent your self-esteem. He's just some guy. But he makes me feel better about myself when I think of him. So the reality is effectively equivalent to my fraudulent childhood superstition. Whatever floats your boat. You both seem a bit testy with each other. It's kind of funny. Actually, it's a little hard to believe you and he are. What? Never mind. Actually, what? I take it you were pretty good friends back on your planet. You could say that. There's a pretty loaded history between us. It's probably best not to get into it. None of that matters anymore anyway. It was so long ago. Well, you know how it is. Sure. Issues between people seem like such a big deal when they're happening, but then you die and time just goes on and then on some more. If enough time passes, shit that used to be a big deal kind of stops mattering. Okay, full disclosure, I used to do a lot of terrible things to Tavros. Once I launched him off a cliff and paralyzed him, and if that wasn't bad enough, I spent sweeps mocking him for the disability I caused. Oh yeah, and then I killed him. Oh right, I remember you said you killed someone that you cared about. I guess this is him? Mm-hmm. But like I said, that's such old news. It might as well not have even happened. Tavros doesn't give a shit about all that stuff anymore. Hey, wait, maybe you shouldn't speak for me? I still kind of think that stuff was all pretty mean, even though it was forever ago. It's just, I have chosen to be the bigger man and not hold it against liking you. John, can you believe this guy? This is the kind of shit I have to deal with all the time. Oh god, no, time out. I'm flagging this Vriska as terrible behavior. Tavros, the bigger man is only actually the bigger man if he doesn't refer to himself as the bigger man. That's kind of the point. Unless the intent is to produce some form of socially awkward comic relief, which, let's face it, it's what you're all about. But that's what I like about you. Yeah. I feel like maybe we got sidetracked there. Maybe you should tell me more about this English guy? Frankly, it seems like I'm usually one of the last people to learn about stuff like this, and it's starting to make me feel like a bit of a tool. He's just some huge overpowered green freak, a time-traveling monster, supposedly invincible. Who he is, what he is, where he came from, none of that really matters. What matters is how we're going to defeat him. That's what Tavros and I have been working on here for some time now. What? Vriska? I guess in a video game, it doesn't really matter where he came from or who he is or what he is, but normally if you're trying to stop something from happening, those three facts are very important. Not that I would expect someone like Vriska to consider them over much. Working on what? Treasure hunting. Oh yeah? What treasure? Yes, okay, I should explain. There's sort of a plan in motion to beat English. It's a three-pronged approach. A number of people out here in the furthest ring are working on different prongs of the strategy independently. The first is a quest to find the lost ghost of some alien girl. She's said to be one of the keys to defeating him in some way. Other people are allegedly out there working on that right now, and if you ask me, it sounds like a really boring approach to defeating him. Who knows if it's even true? Give it to me. Stop that. Keep your hands to yourself. The second is a quest to raise an army of ghosts to challenge him directly in some kind of huge battle royale, I guess? From what I understand, some yahoo out there is busy rounding people up. I really have no idea how that's going. I usually just hear stuff through the grapevine. That approach doesn't really interest me either. Gotta file it under boring as well. Seems a little heavy-handed, not to mention just too slow. Give me the ring. No! Yes, you ass. Dude, you suck at whispering. You said you'd give it to me. Well, I changed my mind. The third prong is what Tavros and I are busy with, the aforementioned treasure hunt. The legend says there's some mystical ancient treasure hidden somewhere out here in the furthest ring. I'm assuming it's some kind of weapon? It's said that if you use it, or activate it in some way, he can be defeated forever. The nature of the treasure is pretty vague, though, actually. But the first rule of treasure hunting, which I'm admittedly just making up now, is that it doesn't fucking matter what the treasure is. We had a deal. Quit it. Why are you such a liar? Shut up, man. I'm keeping it. This is not cool. You're preventing joyful human-styled matrimony from happening. Yeah, right. Like she would even say yes. I don't even think she's really your girlfriend. I think you made that up. Wow. No. Wow. You went there. These three goals are all tied up to the same legend, which I've uncovered some clues about over time. Legendary shits everywhere out here. I'm seriously up to my ass in legend. Hell, I probably even qualify as a legend myself. When it comes to solving a big mystery like this, it doesn't hurt to have doesn't hurt that everywhere we go, places are composed of the collective memories of many different adventurers. We've explored ancient crypts, networks of burial mounds, dusty old tombs, giant pyramids, you name it. Hints about the endgame are hidden all over the place. Really, everyone's pretty lucky I died, so I could do all the dirty work on this. Let's get real. Nobody's better prepared to take on the treasure hunting duties than I am. Unhand the treasure. It's precious to me, just like my beautiful girlfriend. You are so full of shit. We're in love together, asshole. There's no way you're getting this ring. Fuck you. Not that I'd have it any other way. This just sounds like the best plan to me. Why bother messing around with an army of ghostly dipshits or some shy magic alien when you could just go straight for the ultimate weapon? Hell, maybe we'll just walk right up to him, one-shot the guy, and end it all right there. That's how a real pro goes about business. You take any shortcut you can find. I'm gonna wish as super hard as I can that I wake up with this ring. It's probably magic, so I bet it makes my wish come true. I doubt that from happening. If I wish hard enough, that'll make it slightly less impossible. Oh, you bastards, you're really good. I think someday I'll use that to propose to my girlfriend. What do you think about that, wise guy? No! Gimme! This is pathetic. Stop grabbing at me. We're missing what she's saying. She's going to think we're idiots. Won't you stop? Are you fuckers even listening to me? God damn it! Yes! No, you're not. You're squabbling with Tavros and his loud, shitty whispering about some bullshit? Come on, guys. Am I really being that boring? I'm really starting to understand how my ancestor must have felt sometimes. Nobody ever respects an important explanation. I've already heard your explanations, though. Why are you still whispering, jackass? Oh! Sorry. Both of you, just keep your damn hands to yourselves, shut up, and let me finish my story. Tavros, bring me the treasure maps. Yes, right away. Yes, that's it. Dump them all over the floor about 10 feet away from me, just like that. The sloppier the pile, the further away from me, the better. Great job, Tavros. Thank you. Jump, come take a look at this. Those are all treasure maps? Sort of. Probably not like any maps you've seen. Check it out. This ought to help you understand how frustrating this treasure hunt really is. John, tell me what you see here. Where? Right here. What is this? This thing I'm holding. A black piece of paper? No, John. This is bullshit is what it is. Oh, yeah, clearly. This is what a map looks like in the furthest ring. This is what all maps look like out here. Turns out plotting the relative geographical features of an infinite black expanse of pure void is every bit as moronic as it sounds. But that didn't stop some ancient eldritch chucklefuck from doing exactly that. For the longest time, this is all we've had to go on when it came to deciphering the clues and figuring out the coordinates of the legendary treasure. Do you have any idea how hard it is to pin down the physical location of something out here? Never mind the fact that physical location in the furthest ring is already a malleable concept. Just imagine what it's like giving someone directions. What do you tell them? Proceed in a straight line shaped like a perpetually shifting torus knot until you feel a sense of despair transcending all mortal comprehension? Then hang a right at the next octopus? There's nothing static out here. No landmarks, no points of reference, nothing. If you want to make any headway in this great big field of fuck all, someone has to start wrecking some shit. Would that someone be you? I wish I had that kind of firepower, but no. You wouldn't believe my luck. You see, recently someone's been doing the dirty work for us. You want to know what the kicker is? The guy who's been fucking shit up, the guy who's been fucking shit up is the big bad himself. Every time he destroys another dream bubble, he does a little more damage to the furthest ring, inexplicably shattering the essence of all-encompassing nothingness. As the cracks spread across the void, new points of reference show up on our maps. Then we look at the angles and intersections and all the shapes formed by the cracks and compare them to our notes from the various riddles and clues we've discovered about the path of the treasure. It's actually a little like how in old times in Alternia, pirates used to navigate by shapes the stars made. Constellations used to have a lot of significance in our culture. Not just guiding explorers on their journeys to physical destinations, but guiding them on the choices they made in life, pertaining to the fate of it all. Not that humans would really understand anything like that. I actually find the situation to be pretty funny. This guy's ego must be astronomical. Classic case of unchecked hubris, paving the way for his own downfall. I didn't even need to build a web to trap him. He just went ahead and started building his own. Talk about a lucky break. That is pretty neat. So, does that mean you know where the treasure is now? No, because the map isn't complete yet. Needs more cracks so we can plot the rest of the course. All we're able to do now is head in the right general direction. So, ironically, in order to prevent reality from being destroyed, we need to wait for it to be damaged further. In fact, we're better off encouraging it. Encouraging it? What do you mean? Like, making him mad so he breaks more nothingness? Yes, but it has to be strategic. We have to somehow lead him in the direction of the places we want him to damage. Specifically, the places where the route dead ends, wherever we need new points of reference to keep going. So that means you have to piss him off, I guess. Not really, he's already pissed off. I think he's just permanently that way. It's more about getting his attention, using the right bait, like going fishing. But to do that, you gotta know what he really wants, like what motivates him. I mean, besides indiscriminately killing dead children and huge tentacle monsters. I'm guessing you have an idea what it might be? Sure. The rumor is he's trying to find that dead alien girl I mentioned, and kill her ghost for good. If he catches onto the fact that some of us are looking for her too, and thinks we're hot on her trail, he'll probably start following us around and wreaking havoc wherever we go. We just have to make sure we are in the right place when he tries to kill us. Oh, and also not actually die again while we're at it. So the bait's really you. Sort of. It's actually more like the bogus idea that will lead him to the cherub, because we're looking for her too, which we're obviously not. There's some manipulation involved. Okay. How do you know he'll go for it? I mean, how will he actually know you're looking for her? That's a pretty good question. Have to admit it, I don't have everything quite figured out yet. Yeah. Shh, I'm still talking. But that's never not being the case. Always. Nice sentence, genius. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm hoping my exploits can spread throughout the ring by word of mouth. Tales of my legend, you know. Then once he catches on, Once he catches on, he'll come looking for us, and then presumably go apeshit with his rainbow laser breath. Metaphysical cataclysm ensues. That sounds optimistic. Yeah, exactly. See, this to me maybe speaks to the danger of having a self-esteem that is unreasonably high. Oh, shut up. I said it's a work in progress. We might need to make a bigger spectacle of ourselves somehow, get more people involved, I don't know. It does seem like he's more drawn toward greater concentrations of ghosts. There's still plenty of time to figure it out. That's one thing about being dead, there's always more time. Plus, needless to say, Lady Luck will always be on our side. Well, cool. That was actually a very interesting story, Vriska. You're a pretty good storyteller. You think so? Oh yes, I think so too. She's gotten much better at stories as a recreational long-term death hobby. Oh yeah? Sure. We both looked at lessons from our ancestors to improve our souls. Her ancestral awakening has to do with understanding her destiny, to tell long stories to people and make them listen to all the words irregardless of their interest by any means necessary. The art of saying optimal tales, by my understanding, is to charge through all the conceivable details and the excessive minutiae until they are exhausted completely, much like it is a spiritual practice, and extraneous information is treated like the religious words you say over and over again until the brain peace happens. That's one way of looking at it. I don't know about excessive minutiae or brain peace, but I was hanging on every word. Oh, you guys are making me blush. I wish I could hang out with you longer, and maybe even help you with your treasure hunt, but I just know I gotta be waking up soon. Darn, who even knows how long it'll be before we meet again in another bubble? Yeah, well, them's the breaks. Soon it will be mine. Don't worry, John. Don't mind him, John. He's just being weird and tooly again. It was nice to see you and catch up like this. If we don't meet in another dream soon, don't worry. I have a feeling we'll be crossing paths again before this is all over. Alrighty then. I am not gonna do this tonight, for the record. But, you know, next time. Next time we do... I think it's the final chapter in the Bubbler saga. Fucking kill me.